size on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I was some moonrock patrolling his up, gon' make way for a prodigy.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City.
Well, straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for, and
here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6. You look at this Carolina defense.
they were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw is gone.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
The Lions are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Play action. It's gone. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. The middle they go with Sanders.
And he stopped immediately there.
Tackle there from James Houston. You talk about this Lions defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely
That throw by Young incomplete.
I know tight ends like this one, because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
Off the play fake, Young. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The catch Launch and run, good for 24 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jameson Williams, 33 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Escapes the defender.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Sanders. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
There he goes left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Young off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're giving some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Young.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris.
And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The play fake. Now Young. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And it's 21-3.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And Young's throw there incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. Young, he's going to change it up.
To throw is Young on 1st and 10.
That is incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Man in motion left, Mingo.
It's Young off play action. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Final play of the half, Young. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick 6.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is nearly impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
He's got it complete to Gibbs. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now it's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down. Goff now to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9.
Young now from the 50. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a play fake, and it's gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. In motion, the tight end. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Williams breaks a tackle. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's hauled away inside the 30. Running right, here's Sanders.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's into the hands of Chosen.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Robbie Chosen.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the...
Taking it right down Broadway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And this defense just being manhandled here to start the drive. Good push up front, 2 big runs. This one 18 yards and another first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw, Young. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Young on 3rd and 2.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Going up the gun, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
64 yards on the ground for him so far.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Gone.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
And off comes to Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.